How does Fred Smith hire? FedEx's hiring procedure is a relatively straightforward multi-step process that typically takes between 3 to 6 weeks to complete. In this episode, we will talk about the hiring process, interview questions, and many more aspects of management and organizational strategies. For more episodes, please subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon for notifications.
I was very, very, very sure that what we were doing was extremely important.
We don't need a lot of grandstanders and people that want the spotlight on them.
I was willing to take a chance.
Frederick W. Smith is the founder and executive chairman of the board of FedEx Corporation. During his undergraduate years, he conducted the first analysis of the logistical requirement of a highly automated future society. After working for 4 years in the Marines, including 2 tours in Vietnam, he founded the original air-ground Federal Express network in 1973. He wanted to serve the rapidly expanding high-tech, high-value-added sectors of the economy. Since then, the company has converted into a global enterprise that serves over 220 countries and territories. During his decades as a CEO, Mr. Smith grew FedEx into a multi-billion-dollar company that revolutionized the air transport industry. According to FedEx, in 2022, the company will operate 695 aircrafts in 220 countries and transport approximately 17 million packages daily. For 3 months ending in February, it reported a profit of over $1 billion on revenue of $23.6 billion. The selection procedure at FedEx. The hiring procedure begins with applying, followed by an evaluation and a telephonic interview, and an on-site interview in some cases. Smith applied the second principle at FedEx by ensuring that every employee felt they could contribute to the company's success. FedEx managers are carefully trained and mentored to ensure that all employees are treated with respect. Managers are evaluated annually by both senior managers and workers to ensure good relation between all levels of the company. He believes that fair treatment fosters company loyalty and that company loyalty is always a priority. FedEx is highly selective, but the company may hire individuals with criminal record. Management, driving, and safety positions are ineligible for felons, but they can apply for warehouse and package handling positions. Supervisors make decisions on a case-by-case basis considering the nature of the offense of the applicants and self-improvement efforts. So let's dive into what is FedEx hiring process like. FedEx professionals report higher than average level of employee satisfaction and have ample opportunities for professional growth and career advancement. Before starting work and ensuring customer satisfaction, FedEx employees typically undergo a specialized screening, interview, and onboarding procedure. Maintain patience, perseverance, and self-assurance throughout the hiring process. Applicants are frequently questioned by personnel in charge of hiring about the obstacles they have confronted in previous positions and the resolution they were reached. Additionally, candidates must regularly provide examples from relevant experience to demonstrate their qualifications for the job. Ask pertinent questions about the position, company culture, and opportunity to advancement at the appropriate time to demonstrate continued interest in the job. Send a thank you email or letter after final interview and call within a week to inquire about the hiring decision.
Able to deal with difficult personalities and to synthesize them into a team. Admiral King, who was the chief of naval operations at the time, was a very prickly fellow. He had a very tough personality. And he was found to be intractable on many, many things. But Marshall could deal with him, and he did it in many different ways, many times being self-effacing by walking over to King's office and so forth. Now, he ended up being in charge of the whole shooting match and Roosevelt's architect of the war, but in the early stages, he had to build that team synthesis to get things done, and he was a master at it.
So you have to ask yourself, why am I a suitable candidate for FedEx? Include your time management, organization, communication, and customer service skills at any relevant prior experience in your response. In your interview with FedEx, you should anticipate competency-based questions. Come prepared to discuss your experience addressing situations that pertain to FedEx's core competencies. Utilize the interview prep pack TM to prepare for your FedEx interview by practicing answering interview questions. The FedEx hiring procedure. The FedEx hiring process begins with the applicant tracking system from Brass Rings ATS. The applicant tracking system represents you with a brief questionnaire and the option to upload your resume and other documents. The ATS then examines your application resume, cover letter, and other documents for keyword-specific phrases. To increase the likelihood of your application advancing to the assessment phase, ensure that your responses and documents align and mirror the job description. Depending on the job role you're applying for, you may encounter pre-employment assessments after your application successfully advanced to the next round. FedEx typically employs behavioral aptitude and personality tests as described as follows. Then, after completing and passing the assessment phase, you'll be required to participate in multiple interviews. A one-on-one interview or a panel interview may occur. Each type of FedEx recruitment follows a similar structure, but the exercise you will encounter depends on the level of job that you are applying for. You need to participate in an interview and aptitude tests. There are also differences between technical recruitment and business role at each level. Tips for FedEx interviews. Here are 2 FedEx interview tips to consider when preparing for your interview. Conduct research into FedEx. Learn what the company is all about. Pursue the organization's website and participate in social media. Pay close attention to the qualities that the company emphasizes and therefore values. Good examples for FedEx would be problem solving, operational excellence, customer service, and community involvement. Pay attention to the language to describe the specific position that you're applying for. Consider the achievements that allow you to demonstrate these qualities. When responding to FedEx interview questions, you should combine the values you have identified with your crafted stories. Additionally, it is advantageous to be personable, enthusiastic, and up-to-date on most recent FedEx company news, particularly news pertinent to the function or position for which you are applying for. FedEx hiring questions. You will be asked a set of traditional FedEx interview questions. Typical examples of interview questions include: please tell us about yourself. What do you know about FedEx? And who are the most important competitors? Why you desire employment at FedEx? And what is your strongest weakness? How do you envision yourself in 5 years from today? The preceding questions are designated to assess your knowledge of the company. In addition, they allow you to discuss your personality, working style, and perspective on efficient work performance. But when a company wants to determine whether a candidate possesses the specific skills required for a particular position, behavioral interview questions are typically used. The best way to prepare for a FedEx interview is to recognize that while you will likely face some traditional interview questions, most FedEx interview questions will be behavioral. In behavioral interviews, you will be asked to use past experiences to describe a specific skill. You need to provide specific examples of how you have previously demonstrated specific skills and competencies. You can respond to behavioral interview questions by first describing the situation and providing the interviewer with the necessary context to comprehend your response. Next, you list the tasks that need to be completed and the alternatives you considered. Then, explain the actions you took at the time and the results you obtained. Onboarding. You will be notified of your orientation once you have accepted the job offer and completed the testing phases. Orientation typically lasts 4 hours but can be longer depending on the location and the position. You will learn everything you need to know about FedEx, the job you are hired to do, and what to expect during the orientation. At this time, you may ask any job-related questions. A portion of the orientation will consist of completing additional paperwork and forms. Bring your driver's license, identification card, and social security card. After orientation, you will receive your work schedule and, if applicable, your uniform as well. Also, you may be given a tour of your future workplace.
The thing that binds everybody else together, and successfully navigating from a mostly national economic structure to now a global structure with different types of cultures and governments and what have you. I mean, all you have to do is pick up the newspaper and see it every day. And it's going to be important that the United States and FedEx, every year that goes by, does better in the way we deal with other cultures and is respectful of other people's points of view and makes a contribution and doesn't become one of the problems in the world.
Management at FedEx. Assistant managers assist in leading the business unit by supervising team members and serving operations to provide customers with positive and consistent experiences. Assistant managers may also be responsible for the following: evaluating team members, resolving customer disputes, providing training, interviewing candidates, supervising shipment services, handling administrative responsibilities such as scheduling, payroll, and ordering and receiving inventory. The position requires prolonged standing and the ability to move up to 55 pounds, effective communication, teamwork, and performance under pressure. As a candidate, you must have high school diploma, 1 year of relevant experience, pass a background check, and meet the hiring requirement outlined in the team member manual. Working at FedEx. FedEx will prioritize innovation as a leader in connecting people, as evidenced by its recent moves into robotic delivery. All FedEx employees should be aware of the Purple Promise as a guiding principle. The Purple Promise is a symbol of commitment to innovation and continuous improvement. The Purple Promise states, "I will make every FedEx experience exceptional."
So we have a very simple phrase that every member of the FedEx team knows, and I hope if you walk up to somebody, you ask them, "What's the Purple Promise?" And they'll say very simply, I think, one thing: "I will make every FedEx experience outstanding." So you don't need 18 manuals and one thing or another. You give them the best technology and try to support them, and the best management tools, and our team will deliver. So we've gotten better and better every year, so we don't lose many of anyone's packages, most including mine.
Delivering on the promise necessitates giving above and beyond to provide exceptional service to every customer. However, customer service and general problem solving are perhaps FedEx employees' top priorities. Additionally, FedEx employees will be committed to community service, diversity, and inclusion, benefit packages, and opportunities for advancement, and other forms of recognition are generous for employees. Now, how does FedEx encourage its workforce? Reinforces employee effort to enhance quality and customer satisfaction. On the spot, managers recognize and reward employees for exceptional efforts and accomplishments. The reward consists of quick cash bonuses, theater tickets, gift certificates for dinners, and other gifts for comparable value. Golden Falcon Award. It results from a customer reporting praising employees for going above and beyond the call of duty. The award consists of 10 shares of Federal Express stock and a visit or phone call with a senior executive expressing congratulations. FedEx's open door policy, a program through which an employee may question or lodge a complaint regarding corporate policy matters, such as benefits, hiring, seniority, vacation, etc. An employee submits a complaint or question on an open door form, which employee relations forward to the manager who can best address the concern. The open door inquiry recipient must respond within 14 calendar days. Service Award honors team members upon completing 5 years of continuous service to FedEx and each subsequent 5th anniversary. Quality-Driven Management Cup recognizes outstanding team effort utilizing quality-driven management principles, methods, and tools to enhance business performance and customer satisfaction. The culture at FedEx. FedEx Logistics has everything you would expect from global industry leader that prioritizes people. Their extensive benefits, specialized training, and advanced opportunities reflect on their commitment to their employees' professional goals. FedEx places emphasis on inclusion and diversity. And due to the service component of its business model, its employees must ensure that every interaction is exceptional. FedEx's culture is permeated by a sincere dedication to assisting others and solving problems. The belief that a connected world is a better world guides all FedEx's operations. The inspirational journey and people-friendly culture at FedEx teaches a lot. We hope you found this episode inspirational and will be able to apply some of the strategies to hire better candidates. That's all for today's episode. Links to everything will be in the description below. If you like our content, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. It will notify you about our new content that we share with you every week. This will help us produce great content for our professional audience. Let us know if there's something you would like us to discuss in a future episode. Please click the link in the show notes and you can address your questions directly to me. Thank you for listening and I will see you next week.